It changed into shocking information for Pawn Stars fanatics, while rumors commenced spreading that Austin Lee Russell Heyer, known as Chumlee, had been sentenced to existence in prison. Chumlee, famous for his easygoing persona and funny moments at the display, all at once, determined himself in severe prison problem, something nobody expected for years. Pawn Stars entertained audiences via displaying the charming global of pawn, dealing uncommon artifacts, difficult negotiations, and the day-by-day drama inside Rick Harrison's well-famous Las Vegas pawn shop. But now Chumlee's flourishing television profession has taken a dark and sudden turn. However, what exactly did he do to deserve this kind of extreme punishment? Stay with us as we delve into what caused a drastic turn in Chumlee's lifestyles and the info of this stunning case. Austin Chumlee, Russell A9, AAF 3F 364C, 58 E8 C9 DC DD1, EBF 10,000. 256 FA5, American businessman and television character, became born on September 8, 1982 in H, Nevada. He got his nickname on the age of 12, whilst a friend's dad stated his face resembled a walrus. Individual from the cool animated film Tennessee Tuxedo. The name caught, and he has been referred to as Chumlee, ever given that as a kid he have become high-quality pals with Corey Harrison. Corey's father, Rick, and grandfather, Richard, opened the Pawn Keep in 1989, which in the end have become the Putting for Pawn Stars. Chumlee commenced operating at the Gold and Silver Pawn Store at 21. After 5 years there, filming for Pawn Stars started in July 2009. His responsibilities at the shop include working at the back of the counter, testing items, loading merchandise, and writing tickets for consumer purchases. Unluckily, his father surpassed away from pancreatic most cancers simply weeks earlier than Pawn Stars first aired. Pawn Stars commenced airing at the History Channel thanks to the agency Left Discipline Photographs. They determined the display should take place in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the family-owned global well-known Gold and Silver Pawn Save the Store, turned into open all day and night. The show premise is straightforward. It follows the company and personnel of the Pawn Save as they do their day-by-day work at the store, wherein they buy, promote, and evaluate exciting gadgets humans convey in Pawn Stars. Became very famous. It became the most watched display on the Records Channel and the second one most popular truth show on television, right after Jersey Shore. On the display, Chumlee is portrayed because the comic comfort and is frequently teased for not being very shiny. But he has established knowledge in pinball machines. Impressing Corey in one episode, Chumlee soon had become the most popular solid member and a fan favorite of Pawn Stars, way to the show's success. He started out his personal corporation to sell novelty items he designed and to control his public appearances. Via 2010, he became able to sell half of his organization to Rick Harrison for almost $160,000. So the Pawn Save could hire handle products orders his products were capable of sell, greater than the ones of other cast members due to his recognition. But Chumlee has usually been a hard worker. He shared that he first of all labored because the assistant manager at McDonald's, whilst Rick decided to shop for a Quiznos, Chumlee turned into asked to run it and did so whilst also starting to paintings on the pawn store. He labored tough doing each jobs for 135 days without a time off. Subsequently, he transitioned to running complete time at the shop just because the display began gaining reputation, and the relaxation is records. Rick changed into very glad with the success of the show and what sort of fanatics loved looking him due to the show's recognition. Corey Chumlee even played themselves in an episode of iCarly called I Misplaced My Head in Vegas. In the episode, they interact with the main characters as a part of a storyline regarding a lost item. Adding an amusing crossover second for fans of each indicates Chumlee is known for being humorous. At the display, he loves to joke around and frequently teases Rick, which makes the display pleasing. Their friendship feels actual and natural, so human beings enjoy watching them. It seems like they may be simply being themselves. Rick has also stated that he and Chumlee have been running together for almost 20 years and their bond is very strong, almost like family. His playful character contrasts with Rick's extreme mindset, which makes their interactions fun to watch. Fanatics love the friendship and humor among Chumlee and Rick, which is a massive part of why Pawn Stars is so popular. Chumlee has offered and bought many items on the display. Some had been brilliant deals at the same time as others weren't so properly talking about correct things. Chumlee's lifestyles had faced its share of not-so-top experiences, mainly a result of the choices he made, to be honest. In 2016, he became arrested after police searched his rental as a part of a sexual assault investigation, although he turned into now not charged with sexual assault. The hunt led to sudden discoveries. Authorities observed a stash of medicine, like crystal meth, marijuana, Xanax, and methamphetamine. Evidence of viable cocaine use turned into also observed in conjunction with multiple firearms. Several of the weapons had been unregistered, elevating in addition felony concerns. Chumlee was arrested, however, released on bond day after today, and scheduled to appear in court docket days later. He changed into. Faced with nearly 20 criminal charges, including drug and guns offenses, his legal professional David Chesnoff showed that Chumlee pleaded responsible to illegal firearm possession, which become illegal, and attempted drug possession grouped beneath gross misdemeanor as a part of a plea deal requiring 3 years of probation and counseling. He confronted expenses associated with drug ownership and unlawful firearm ownership, which in the long run caused criminal results. Cut loose the initial investigation, a number of the guns weren't registered, so he had to supply them up. He was informed to stay out of hassle, and he served his sentence without a great deal media interest. This is why rumors started out to move round about existence, sentences, and demise hoaxes during it. Chumlee guy controlled to stay easy, and his expenses have been reduced to misdemeanors, which stayed on his report. Chumlee hit a low factor while he broke the regulations, surprising many that noticed him because the fun-loving mascot of Pawn Stars, the arrest file for Pawn Stars, Chumlee has just been launched. In fact, he had a far edgier facet that few expected. His prison troubles revealed a different factor of his personality, and the surprises did not prevent there. Rick's mom even sued him, including some other layer of controversy to his situation. Chumlee may additionally still have a rebellious streak. However, for now he's staying out of problem. At the same time as there may be always a hazard of something occurring behind the curtain, it appears more likely that he has discovered his lesson. He has plenty to sit up for as long as he stays at the right direction. Some other controversy became positive to earn him a cancellation, and even the maximum dependable Pawn Stars lovers would not look his manner then, notwithstanding his criminal problems. Chumlee stays a key parent on Pawn Stars, and efficiently released a popular Sweet Keep as ventures now increase past the Pawn Keep to include collectibles and the Sweet commercial enterprise, demonstrating his capacity to manage a couple of establishments. In June 2017, Chumlee elevated his entrepreneurial ventures by beginning Chumlee's Sweet on the Side Road, a nostalgic candy keep placed in Las Vegas. Smart enterprise humans. In fact, he is opening his personal sweet save in downtown Las Vegas. The store gives a various choice of classic and specific suets, which includes antique favorites like Abazaba and Fez, as well as a diffusion of Jones sodas. Additionally, the store sells souvenir keychains and exceptional products, which includes autographed bobbleheads situated adjacent to the gold and silver pawn store. The shop has come to be a popular destination for visitors. Customers have praised the shop for its style of chocolates and the possibility to fulfill Chumlee in character. The shop continues an active presence on social media, often updating followers about new merchandise and activities. Ordinary Friends Candy at the Boulevard has installed itself as a successful venture, delighting customers with its nostalgic offerings and precise products. Chumlee frequently stocks updates on Instagram, supplying glimpses into his companies and private life as a key figure inside the Pawn Keep collectibles and candy industries he maintains. To discover numerous ventures again and again, he proves his potential to control diverse initiatives while taking part in life to the fullest in other, to enjoy existence to the fullest. Chumlee decided to make some tough adjustments. He determined to tackle his weight head-on. One, cause he determined to shed pounds changed into do to help from his lady friend. But he additionally wanted to take better care of his health. As referred to, mentioned in advance, his father surpassed away from pancreatic most cancers at age 54, simply 2 weeks before Pawn Stars first aired. This made Chumlee comprehend how essential it became to stay healthful. Chumlee commenced following a wholesome lifestyle by consuming his greens, averting beef, and skipping junk food. He changed into starting his mornings with a smoothie, retaining a balanced diet, and work out 6 days a week. He continually modified his weight reduction plan and exercise routine to shed pounds. And he focused on consuming higher and working out often. He misplaced over 75 MPs and has controlled to hold the load off his transformation. Has inspired many fans who have followed his adventure. Dropping weight helped him sense higher physically and mentally. His decision become now. Not pretty much looking extraordinary, however. Additionally, approximately residing an extended, healthier life, and it has helped him to date. Everything was exercise session pretty nicely for him, and he changed into dwelling a completely secure life existence until he determined it wasn't enough. And again, his weight become the fundamental motive of challenge for him. He decided to go through a dramatic transformation that might substantially step forward his mobility and ordinary fine of existence. So he determined to undergo surgical procedure. Chumlee specially selected gastric skip surgical treatment before opting for the operation. Every person knew he had formerly misplaced weight through conventional strategies like diet and exercising, but in the end regained a few kilos. Rather than persevering with a cycle of weight fluctuations, he made the selection to pursue bariatric surgical treatment for a more lasting answer after present process surgical operation. He shed an impressive 160 LP reality. Many Truth TV stars grew to become to weight reduction surgical procedure, along with 90-day fiancés Angela Deem and 1,000 LB sisters Tammy Slayton, who lost 420 pounds after her procedure with his big weight loss, Chumlee, may want to revel in activities that were once past his reach. As an example, he turned into eventually capable of experience a hovercraft after falling beneath the manufacturer's weight restriction, something that had been impossible for him earlier than even, as his dramatic transformation following gastric pass surgical treatment have become glaring in 2021. His weight loss remains a defining part of his adventure. Losing over 150 pills not simplest step forward his fitness, but additionally extended his opportunities, giving him a new outlook on existence. As of 2024, Chumlee's Candy on the Side Road continues to operate, presenting a variety of nostalgic and novelty fits. The store has acquired superb evaluations for its assortment of classic goodies and specific products, however. The shop's reliable Instagram account has now not seen new posts due to the fact October 7th of the preceding year, in his final post, Chumlee mourned the passing of his liked canine Forrest, revealing a softer facet to his persona. In December, Chumlee made a personal appearance at the Sweet Store. Attractive with lovers and clients, he even used the shop's Facebook webpage to announce the visit, inviting lovers to fulfill him in individual. However, since that December 2023 published, there was no new activity at the FB webpage. In spite of the shortage of recent social media updates, the Candy Keep stays operational, continuing to draw traffic seeking a sweet experience in Las Vegas. Chumlee stays energetic on social media, regularly sharing updates about his enterprise ventures and private existence on Instagram as a 9AAF 3F374C 58E8C1 EBF 10,256 FA. 5-parent Inside the Pond Keep collectibles and candy industries, he has effectively expanded his brand past Pawn Stars. His entrepreneurial efforts, inclusive of Chumlee's Candy on the Street, have solidified his presence in more than one markets. Similarly to his commercial enterprise interests, Chumlee frequently interacts with lovers online and in man or woman, from time to time making appearances at his Sweet Store. No matter, going through legal troubles inside the beyond, he has controlled to rebuild his profession and hold a loyal following, while his Keep's social media activity has slowed through TV commercial enterprise ventures or social media. Chumlee maintains to thrive and include new possibilities, and one of those opportunities got here in form of Pawn Stars Do the Us. This was a spin-off of the hit collection Pawn Stars, taking Chumlee and his fellow solid individuals on a nationwide adventure to discover particular and ancient treasures. The display highlights charming reveals consisting of rock and roll memorabilia like Van Morrison's autograph, vintage neon signs and symptoms, And Uncommon Comic Books' Chumlee became noticed in Detroit, reportedly filming an episode of the display, according to Michigan Live. The Detroit episode aired on April 3, 2024, reaffirming Chumlee's role as a key member of the Pawn Stars franchise, not like the Authentic Collection, which is set of their Las Vegas pawn keep, Pawn Stars to the Us, brought the crew on the street as opposed to looking ahead to sellers to return to them. They traveled across the U.S. meeting creditors, consulting professionals, and negotiating deals on website online. This new format transforms the buying and promoting enjoy into an exciting cross-country treasure hunt. Every forest all delivered new opportunities to find uncommon and treasured objects, making the display an exciting journey for enthusiasts of collectibles. History Chumlee persevered to play a vital part of the authentic Pawn Star collection as well. After his scandals, Chumlee maintained a low profile on social media, making it tough to track his activities for a while. Moreover, Chumlee's personal Instagram account has remained inactive, leaving some unanswered questions on his modern-day ventures. Those questions had been quickly replied when he introduced his own online game. One thing we do know is that Chumlee is ecstatic to have his very own online game. The sport is referred to as Chumlee's Journey, the quest for P. In an interview with Looper, he shared his excitement, approximately the undertaking reminiscing, approximately his love for classic Nintendo games. I do not play games as lots as I used to. Very not often. In recent times, however, I nevertheless play a touch developing up on Nintendo, changed into absolutely cool. Chumlee stated the sport has an antique faculty, kung fu fashion Nintendo vibe, which I loved as a child. I notion it would be an amusing idea to create a domestic brew online game because they have become pretty famous. There are collectors who love these sorts of games, so I teamed up with some human beings and made a truly high-quality one. Those form of video games are independently advanced titles designed for older gaming consoles, frequently launched in confined physical editions. PAL's adventure, The Quest for Pinky, falls into this niche market, attractive to unfashionable gaming lovers and collectors alike. In the game player's manual, Chumlee on a quest to rescue his beloved canine Crimson, navigating classic side-scrolling motion, harking back to older technology, platformers along the way they stumble upon limitations, enemies, and hidden surprises. Chumlee hinted at a special undertaking for devoted game enthusiasts. If you may beat the sport without getting hit, you may liberate some cool hidden content. The game has acquired fine attention from both Pawn Stars fanatics and retro gaming collectors, presenting a nostalgic throwback to the golden age of gaming at the same time as celebrating Chumlee's fun-loving personality. That fun-loving persona showed up once more to the pleasure of lovers. On his Chumlee Collects Instagram, the Pawn famous person big name shared an interesting replace from San Diego Comic-Con 2024, rocking a vibrant graffiti-inspired bathrobe, paying homage to Keith Haring's iconic 80s artwork. Chumlee regarded cozy and stylish. His particularly slimmer body shows he has effectively maintained his weight loss following surgical operation. In his put-up, Chumlee sipped espresso from a Japanese-themed mug, offering cat and mountain illustrations, while proudly displaying his brand-new Pokemon card unearths a longtime ardor of his. Reflecting on his enjoy at the convention, he wrote, "San Diego Comedian Conan 2024. Became splendid, met a few tremendous people that I've regarded up to for decades, and made stronger bonds with human beings I've met greater these days. All in all, it become an amazing time. I'm hoping to see you guys at the following con." Now it's time to get again to the week and open up a few Pokemon playing cards #Chumlee. Pokemon Chumlee collects #Pawn Stars. The conference was a major event, even providing a Marvel appearance through Robert Downey Jr., which thrilled Marvel enthusiasts at Comic-Con. Chumlee had the opportunity to satisfy a number of his other heroes in a summit on Chumlee Collects. He shared a photo alongside 3 primary figures inside the world of comics and collectibles: Todd McFarlane, Mitsuhiro Arita, and Stan Sakai. For Chumlee, this turned into a dream come genuine, as he got to satisfy and hook up with some of the most respected names within the comedian and collectible world. After getting back from California, Chumlee shared more of his collectibles, inclusive of a deluxe desktop set with lovely Pokemon figures, enjoyable at domestic, and slippers he regarded absolutely relaxed enthusiasts. Cherished his replace with one, even suggesting Chum's voice is so soothing we ought to get an Audi ebook from him. It is clear that Chumlee's enthusiasm for amassing and connecting with fanatics stays as robust as ever. It's fresh to see Chumlee embracing a more wholesome and enjoyable lifestyle. He seems to have left his prison problems inside the beyond, focusing instead on lifestyle's easy pleasures. Chumlee, who has spent a great deal of his existence inside the public eye, has passed through a fantastic transformation. Once entangled in felony problems, he has, because embraced a extra-laid again and enjoyable lifestyle that specializes in his pastimes, and constructing significant connections, although not completely a thriller. Chumlee has been rather quiet in recent years, however. Information about his Pawn Stars journey and incredible fitness transformation stay well known. No matter his inactivity on his important Instagram account, he has received a loyal following of over 800,000 fans. If he chooses to put up extra, his target audience will, no question, be eager to engage. Truly, there's something approximately Chumlee that keeps to capture humans' hobby. His blend of mild-heartedness and intensity makes him a uniquely compelling parent. Chumlee's journey has been nothing brief of splendid. From a younger pawn keep employee to a Truth Television celebrity, entrepreneur, and collector, he has navigated the highs and lows of reputation with resilience. His transformation, each bodily and individually, demonstrates his ability to evolve, proving that setbacks do not ought to outline someone's future. No matter beyond controversies, Chumlee remains a liked parent in popular culture. His ability to hook up with lovers and make them feel accurate about meeting him display that he's nevertheless one of the most loved stars in Fact TV. With a comedian con appearance, it's far obvious he nonetheless enjoys being in the spotlight, but now on his personal terms. As Pawn Stars do, the Us maintains to carry him new adventures, and as he explores various enterprise ventures, one component is sure: Chumlee is some distance from fading into obscurity. With a renewed awareness on health hobbies and significant connections, his story remains being written.